para lumago yung bansa natin?
Well, specifically to agriculture, no? Number one, the land ownership in China is different from ours. Nobody can own land in China, not even Xi Jinping. Cannot even own 1 square meter. Not even Elon Musk can own land in China. Not even Jack Ma can own 1 square meter of land in China. So land belongs to the government, and you can lease the land from the government. But you have to lease the land and be productive.
70 years, 70 years.
It's up to you. 75, then you renew again, or 50 years, then you renew. It's up, you have to have an agreement with the government, the use of land. So if they need the land to build a railroad, and they give you 30 days to move out of there, they give you money to build your house somewhere else, and that 30 days, the machines will come, and hindi mo pwedeng sabihin, paano yung lolo ko, dyan pa din nakatira noon eh. No, walang ganon. Basta you are given enough time to move out, number one. Second, when you do something about your land today, there has been enough tests. What will grow best in your land? You cannot say, we have been growing tomatoes, so we continue growing tomatoes. Maybe your land is not for tomatoes. Maybe it's for eggplant. So there has to be some science to it. 3, the banks are in partners with the farmers. You have an agriculture bank of China. That we have a land bank, and there is a quota, or there is an allocation for lending farmers. But if you say, I am going to lend Del Monte or Dole, that is also agriculture. But you will lend 100 million to just one company. But you will not lend 5 million to this farmer because he does not own land. His land cannot be a collateral because there's a land reform issue, right? And he does not have technological support. You have to give him the equipment. He doesn't have anything. All he has is his hands. You have to teach him accounting, this and that. So the banks now have assigned people to these farmers. Because I think if those farmers cannot pay the bank, I think they'll kick out the manager. You're supposed to be monitoring and teaching the farmers how to do it. If you cannot pay the bank anymore, it's your fault. Ikaw ang in charge eh. There's got to be accountability and responsibility. Hindi pwede, kasi sinabi ko sa kanya, hindi niya ginawa eh. O sinabi ko dun sa kabila, hindi niya ginawa eh. Ilang beses ko na sinabi sa kanya, hindi ginawa eh. O, di ba? Hindi, walang ganyan. If that is your responsibility, then you have to produce. And if not, you pay the price. That's for agriculture. Then, today, it's a far cry from before, today, agriculture is done all by computer. It's all technology. How much fertilizer? Nobody's going to say, I have bad lungs. I inhale the fertilizer, or the pesticides, etc. That's all flying by drones. There's no people anymore. Nobody wants to work in the... First, they had one-child policy. Yung child na yun wants to be an engineer, wants to be a pilot, wants to be an accountant. They don't want to work in the land. So you got this farmer, parang he's playing... Parang they're playing games, what do you call, by drones. So the drones are just gonna spray, and you're there in your air-conditioned house. That's it, di ba? They don't want to work in the farms anymore, so you have to find a way. For example, in mining, the mining trucks and equipment are all driverless. They're mining whatever they want to mine, but there's no driver. Wala nang magugutom, papakainin mo, magkasakit, overtime. What is the social welfare thing?
Eventually, there will be no more workers.
They don't have workers anymore.
Everything will be robot and automation.
Ayaw na nila mag-work.
What
People,
will the human beings do?
they have to be higher thinking things.
Read books, dapat read
Yeah,
books.
please, read.
Read books and learn working.
See? So, the other thing also is water. Source of water. They have 2 major rivers, and from I don't know how many dynasty that was, or how many centuries it was, they have built the Grand Canal. That Grand Canal connects the 2 rivers. And when the Grand Canal connects the 2 rivers, you are opening both sides. Dati dito lang may farms, dito may farms. Eh paano itong in-between? Wala. Lagyan mo, connect mo yung tubig dyan at tubig dito, dito dadaan. You know, they have certain irrigation systems that have been there for thousands of years. And it's still running as an irrigation system. They built the Three Gorges Dam. And now they have another dam worse than the Three Gorges. No, I don't know, it's not in Tibet. Eh. But I saw it recently. This dam, one of the locks, because they have to bring the ships down, di ba? Yung pagtakbo ng barko, they have to bring the ships down. That's more than 12 stories high. Each lock is 12 stories high. So you can just imagine. So you have to make sure that there's water. You have to make sure that the people have the skills. And not only to plant. Now they're planting. But the way now they're not only planting. Before, you know, it was in a pad like this. A big tray. Babagsak na yung palay, di ba? Or yung seedlings. But now, they can get that, and it's the machine that plants them. You have to separate that. In the planting process, when it grows already a little bigger, you have to separate it para it's already mahiwa-hiwalay, di ba? So even now, there's no worker nakalublub sa tubig. It's each palay seedling is planted individually. So it's all mechanized. There's no issue there anymore.
No problem with the too few people already.
I don't think it's a problem. No more drivers. Eh.
Ano,
No more drivers. Their taxis, no driver. Their buses, no driver.
Ma'am, para ba magawa natin yung buong China, kailangan talaga natin ng political will? Or at the same time,
Well, right.
dahil din po siguro,
kailangan natin ng mass executions.
or dahil din po siguro yung mga politiko dito, mayaman naman tayo, mayaman ang bansa, maraming pera, or dahil yung mga politiko po dito may kanya-kanyang sariling interest.
You know, mayaman tayo, pero because of the practices, yung lupa hindi na mayaman. Kasi when you use these fertilizers that are imported chemical fertilizers, a lot of the residue remains on the top. So the fertile ground is already 2 meters deep. Do you have the equipment like they have that will plow 2 meters deep para maihalo mo, matanggal mo na yung nasa ibabaw at yung nasa ilalim yun ang mapupunta sa ibabaw?
Do they punish corrupt officials compared to what
Death
we are doing
penalty.
now?
Recently, Agriculture Secretary, a minister, the former Agriculture Minister was sentenced to death. Kasi wala na maraming tanong. Kasi they went to due process. It took several years for that hearing, the trial, the this, the that. Death penalty. They have still. Yes.
So,